But all cats old enough to catch their own prey gather here beneath the high rock for a clan meeting.
Miouooo, I'm Simon.
And I'm Evelyn. And today we're going to be discussing Outcast, chapters 26 and 27.
Yeah. Our spoiler policy is...
Spoilers are fun.
This is our second to last episode for this book.
Finally.
Yeah. Finally is right.
It's good to get this one over with.
Yeah. Although, I mean, it's not like we're ever gonna do all the books.
What do you mean?
If we record every day, then we could do it.
Yeah. I think eventually they'll have to stop making new ones. And then we'll start catching up.
Yeah. I kind of get the sense that this current arc is going to be the last, but who knows?
Well, they've certainly run out of ideas.
Yeah, that's what I imagine, although I haven't read a lot of the new books.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, should we talk about some fandom news?
Yeah, so I read the article here, our response to the Frecklewish article on the Pawedcats website, and then I watched 2 videos. And basically, what happened was Frecklewish, who's a ThunderClan cat, Maple Shade's Vengeance, she showed up in the as being in the Dark Forest on the family tree, which I guess is on the website. And some fans were like, "What? Why is she there?" And then an article came out on the website defending the decision to have her in the Dark Forest, and a lot of people still think that she shouldn't be there because she's not an evil cat. Have you read this book?
No, I have no idea who Frecklewish is or why she has such a bad name.
Okay. Well, I haven't read it either, but basically, Maple Shade's Vengeance is obviously Maple Shade is a bad cat.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But the book is she's the protagonist in the book. So it's the only Warriors book that you're really supposed to not take every thought of the main character as true, because he's really self-centered and kills cats and stuff, but always justifies it in her mind. And she had a bad opinion on Frecklewish. So Frecklewish, she did actually attack Maple Shade twice when she was really angry, and the other bad thing she did was called Maple Shade's kits something like half clan creatures or something like that, and
okay, well that's pretty bad. That's definitely bad.
Yeah, so those things were crimes. The main reason that the website said she deserves to be in the Dark Forest is because when Maple Shade was exiled from ThunderClan, she decided to cross the flooded river in a rainstorm with her kits, which caused them to drown, and Frecklewish was watching when it happened.
And Frecklewish didn't do anything, and that's why?
That's right. Which other people argue is if she had tried to save the kits, she would have died because she doesn't know how to swim, and it was a flood.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like a pretty valid argument to me.
Yeah. So, I mean, she might not have been perfect, but I feel like since she doesn't have any evil intention and never tried to hurt any cat, really, she doesn't really deserve to be in the Dark Forest.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it. I love how neither of us even know these characters, and that's what we're reporting.
We didn't
that's the fandom news.
These are our opinions.
Yeah. Is this the kind of situation where it's like, well, she broke the warrior code, so that's bad, so that's why she's in the Dark Forest?
Maybe. So the reason she broke the warrior code is one rule that says you have to protect kits in danger even if they're not from your clan.
Hmm.
And she didn't jump in the river to save them. There were also river clan cats on the other side who, yes, she thought would help.
Are those in the Dark Forest too?
No, they got Mapleshade out, but the kids didn't make it because of the flood that Mapleshade made her kids go into.
Well, I mean, obviously Mapleshade is in the Dark Forest, but what about those River Clan cats who didn't do anything to save the kids?
No, they did. They just failed.
Oh. Okay.
I think they tried.
Well, I can definitely see where the controversy comes from.
Yeah, I guess it's some people do think she should be there.
But, like, who decides how you go to the Dark Forest? Does it just happen?
StarClan has, like, a committee or something.
Wow. How does that even happen, though? Like, how did the first StarClan cats even come to be in StarClan?
I don't know. I didn't read Dawn of the Clans.
How did the Big Bang happen? There's another similar question.
Well, I don't care about that one. Yeah, StarClan.
Let's read the quote of the week.
Read it.
Turtletail is expecting kits. Who would have expected that? So, he mewed to her, angling his ears at her swollen belly. How did that happen? How do you think it happened? Turtletail hissed. That's a conversation between Greywing and Turtletail in Thunder Rising Chapter 1. Sexual intercourse alert.
No, not in Warriors.
Yes, in Warriors.
No. I'm not a fan.
Yeah. I love how, like, that's as explicit as they get, pretty much.
I genuinely love that.
Okay, should we start chapter 26?
Uh-huh. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Okay. The cats take patrols out and mark a new border for the tribe. Stoneteller actually does things this chapter, and he addresses the tribe. The next day, a large group of cats seek out the antagonists and tell them the plan. It isn't received well.
Yup. I started calling them antagonists because I didn't like calling them intruders, so that's what that's about.
Yeah, I like that. Alright, should we take a look at the wiki summary? Lionpaw's point of view.
Stoneteller announces that the tribe can no longer survive in the mountains and must leave. Lionpaw wonders if they would come to the lake.
Stoneteller is reluctant. Is restrain his territory in a border?
That sentence doesn't make sense.
Stoneteller is reluctant is restrain his territory in a border. Brambleclaw convinces him to see for himself how it works.
Brambleclaw gathers a patrol and they go out of the cave. The patrol splits into two, with Crowfeather leading the other, to cover the whole border.
Lionpaw shows them how to set a marker. Wait, what? The tribe cats set the rest.
Pebble shows Lionpaw how to stay warm by covering himself with mud. He knocks Bree's paw into the mud after hearing his scathing comments.
I don't even remember that.
It happened all right.
They find Crowfeather's scent on the border and agree to head back to the cave, having finished marking the border.
Stoneteller calls a meeting back at the cave. He tells them about the border, though is doubtful himself.
Brambleclaw comes up with a plan to go to the intruders and speak to their leader, if they had one.
The patrol leaves the next day, consisting of mostly clan cats.
Pollypaw finds the intruder's scent after they lose it. She leads them to their camp.
Cats wait outside for the intruders. Young tortoiseshell she-cat is the first to notice them and sounds the alarm.
The intruders become outraged about the border, saying they have no right to set it up.
Stripes threatens that they will kill them if it is necessary for their own survival.
Wow, that was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens.
Yeah. Okay, so we pick up. Where did we stop?
Oh.
Oh, we stopped with some, Lionpaw came back with a little injury or something on his paw, and J-Paw was treating it, so, nothing happened.
Oh, okay. This is the chapter where everything happens. They mark the border and they talk to the other cats and stuff.
So where we start here, Lionpaw and Brambleclaw are talking with Stoneteller.
Okay.
The tribe cannot survive here, Stoneteller says. We must leave the mountains and find a home somewhere else. Great idea, to be honest, I think.
The mountains are a terrible home.
Yeah, that sounds really cold and unpleasant. I'd love to move somewhere else if I was there.
Yeah. Only rocks to eat.
Yeah, and scree. Brambleclaw is like, it's dangerous for a large group of cats to move around together. The clans lost cats on the great journey. Besides, where would you go? It's true, but...
They lost that cat that fell off of the mountain.
Oh my god, I remember that. And probably other cats died too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Where would they go? The Lionpaw thinks maybe they go to the clans. There are too many to join one clan. They'd have to split up between the clans, and they wouldn't like that.
Yeah, well, maybe there could just be a fifth clan.
Later, when Sky Clan actually does that.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, the tribe is up high in the sky. Maybe they could be called Sky Clan or something.
Could be the new Sky Clan.
Yeah, there could be 2 Sky Clans.
6 clans.
Mm-hmm.
Except then that would cause tribe to totally become a clan.
Yeah.
They don't
talk about colonization. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really get the whole thing about a large group of cats moving around together being dangerous.
Yeah.
It's already dangerous living on the mountain, and also how else are you going to travel somewhere else? I don't know.
And they always talk about how when there's more cats, it's slower going, which only makes sense if some of them are young or old or injured or something. But I don't see why more cats would be more dangerous. You'd think that it'd be safer.
Yeah, safety in numbers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, do you think it's possible to do hunting while doing border patrols?
Well, if you did that, then you'd have to carry dead mice around everywhere you go.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Because I was thinking that might make Stoneteller more amenable to doing patrols, because he is not very excited about it.
Yeah. The whole thing about cats, catching prey, bringing it back, waiting hours and hours before possibly eating it.
Oh gosh.
That, no, it's gonna get cold so fast. It's not gonna be a fresh kill. It's gonna be
a stale kill.
Stiff, cold kill.
Yeah.
So,
gosh,
I think it makes sense to hunt and eat while on border patrol.
Yeah, and everybody should just hunt for themselves, because then, you can all just do your own thing.
Yeah, or
isn't that such a good idea?
Mostly hunt for yourself, except for the medicine cat. Someone else can hunt for them.
Yeah, and kids and elders and all sorts of stuff, and queens and yeah,
all the other cats.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too difficult.
Yeah. Well, Too bad we aren't the leaders.
It is too bad, yeah. So Brambleclaw suggests that Stoneteller, come outside and see how big the territory is, but apparently the healer does not leave the cave except for ceremonies above the waterfall, Stoneteller responded. That is the will of the tribe of endless hunting.
Who made that up? You can't leave the cave?
Did
You're not allowed to
Stoneteller
go
make that up? I don't remember that being a thing. Yeah.
Stoneteller wants to stay in his room.
Mm-hmm.
What a boring job. All he does is sit around looking at the cave.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do. Seriously.
I bet George would like that job.
I mean, George pretty much already is a Stoneteller.
He is a wall teller.
Yeah.
Floor teller.
So Crowfeather's leading a patrol, and then the other cats, I don't know who, I don't care, are going the other way. So each group starts on one side, they go the other direction, and then they meet in the middle. So It sounds like it's a pretty big piece of territory.
It does sound like that. I wonder if it's actually around a mountain peak. They're going in a circle around it or something. Or if it's just a patch.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We never get a map of the tribe area. That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I highlighted...
oh god.
We'll set a scent marker here, Brambleclaw announced. Lionpaw, would you like to demonstrate?
This is terrible. I'm not a fan of this. Why is this included? Lionpaw, would you like to demonstrate? Imagine a movie of this. What if this was a movie? It's just a bunch of cats watching another cat pee.
And then Brambleclaw says, you and Pebble can do the rest once Lionpaw has shown you how.
Who doesn't know how?
Shown you how?
Everyone
how
knows
do you not know? Yeah, what? Have they never done this before? And I mean, sure, it's different from just a regular urination, I guess, but how do you not know you're a cat?
Yeah, all cats spray.
Yeah. That's so funny.
I can't believe they put that in.
Oh, but wait, Stoneteller is with them. So he left the cave.
He did. So he was important enough.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what the tribe of endless hunting thinks anymore because they refuse to help.
True.
I bet he's not, very fit if he doesn't leave the cave.
Yeah, how is he even keeping up? He must be really exhausted. It's not easy terrain to traverse.
No, it's not.
No.
There's a plateau they go on.
Oh, yeah?
That's pretty confusing.
Yeah, that is pretty confusing.
Yeah. So there's a valley with a stream and plateau. All kinds of terrain. I don't really know what it looks like.
Yeah, and there's moss over here. Are there trees? I don't even know. I don't remember. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, there are. There's some trees.
Okay. Then we get Brambleclaw and Stoneteller a few times. Stoneteller disagrees. And Brambleclaw disagrees. Stoneteller doesn't want these rocks. And then Brambleclaw says, yes, we want the rocks anyway. And then Stoneteller says, we need that place in our territory.
Yeah.
And then Brambleclaw surveyed the terrain with narrowed eyes. It's not worth it, he decided. They're too hard to reach from here. The tribe cats have hunted here for seasons. The trees bear our claw marks. And Lionpaw saw the slight bristling of his father's neck fur that told him Brambleclaw was trying not to show his annoyance. Why is he annoyed at this? I feel like Brambleclaw's just overruling Stoneteller on all his opinions.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Although, I guess Stoneteller never leaves his cave, so what does he know? But still, he's the leader and should be, like, his opinion should be respected.
Yeah, and also, like, this is an area where the tribe cats have hunted for a while.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just right over there. So, like, why not include it in the territory?
Doesn't make sense why Brambleclaw is so, like, bossy.
Yeah. Like, seriously. Like, he's already doing the thing with the borders. Let him choose his own borders.
Yes. Okay, so we get, like, the whole mud thing.
Yeah.
So they're on the patrol.
You left a note first about this here.
Yes, so just to point out that it's raining. Icy rain. It's very cold, and all the cats get soaked. So that's very cold, because it's wet, and they're cold. That's what makes them cold. And then the tribe cats roll around in the mud, so that it's less windy and less cold. But mud is wet, and that would make you cold, so... Like,
I guess it stops the wind.
Maybe it stops the wind, but I'm not buying it. Like, if my hands are wet, they're gonna be cold, but if they're covered in mud, they're gonna be even colder, because that just holds in all the cool. Yeah. And it doesn't dry off for a while. It just keeps the moisture in too.
Yeah, I could see how it's maybe different up there on the mountain, like the wind dries it faster, and then it creates like a barrier.
Maybe. Although I wonder if it's still raining, because then it would just be muddy and the rain is washing it off.
Oh yeah, if it's still raining, then that's for sure not going to do anything.
It's not going to dry them out. It's just gonna make them wet and
dirty
muddy.
and cold. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it works sometimes, and I guess it works to camouflage them, but I don't know about the cold thing.
Yeah.
Here's this.
It's dubious.
He just assumed that they hadn't bothered to groom.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like,
what?
How dirty can you be? Like, if they're covered in mud, you really think they're just these filthy heathens?
No, that's a little bit what it sounds like.
Yeah. So ridiculous.
They did it on purpose.
Yeah.
So, Lionpaw rolls in the mud.
Breezepaw starts laughing.
You'll have fun licking that off. Which, good point.
Because now he's just covered in mud, so he's just gonna eat a bunch of mud.
He is, yeah. That's what cats do. They
eat dirt. Eat it.
And Lionpaw says, "So will you," and then pushes Breezepaw into the mud. Which, I'm surprised that Breezepaw doesn't complain more. Like, that's really aggressive.
Yeah. Like, Breezepaw really doesn't make a big deal about it.
He just says, "Stupid furball."
Yeah.
Pebble says, "You teach us the clan ways, and now you're learning tribe ways."
Yeah.
But apparently...
Finally.
Yeah. Apparently the muddy covering did keep the wind out.
Yeah.
Yes, it does work.
Okay, then they meet the other patrol. And then they go back to the cave. And then Hollypaw remarks on the mud. "Yes, it works fine," Lionpaw replied, "but it's yucky."
I mean, okay. Okay, Lionpaw.
Yeah. Apparently it doesn't smell very nice.
I guess not.
Alright. So Stonetoe's gonna call a meeting. But first, a wavering scar let light from the setting sun outside shone into the cave.
Well, okay, so I read this about, 8 times, and I was like, what are they talking about? Wavering scar let light from the setting sun. And I was like, what was this? Is scar Scar like the name of a cat, or like what? But then it's just wavering scarlet light. So
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you make that note because, like, I guess I didn't catch it when I read it because I read it before you. And then I saw that and I was like, wait, I thought the same thing you did. Like, is Scar a name? This doesn't make any sense. But
so
what actually happened is we took the PDF, the PDF into the Google Doc. For some reason, a ton of words just like had a space in them. Probably words that end up being hyphenated.
So anyway, the sunset here.
Yeah.
This is a thing in Warriors so often, like especially the last arc where you get some sort of imagery or description of like a pool of blood, or like water being blood, or just something about that. And here's the sunlight. Lionpaw shivered, almost imagining that he could feel a sticky tide washing around his paws. And that's the thing, they always say sticky tide. They always describe it as sticky.
Who imagines things like that? That's so weird.
It's always in like all the prophecies and stuff. It's like,
yeah,
the lake will run red, or like water turning into blood. I don't know.
And it being really sticky. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what the authors have about that.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that too.
Okay. Then we're in the meeting. I just want to point out, one of the cats is called Cloud, with storm in belly. And I'm a really big fan of this name. I think it's a great name.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Sounds like they have an upset stomach. It's like Loud Belly. It's the tribe's version of Loud Belly. So they're talking about how, like, now they set the borders. Are the antagonists going to respect the borders? And then Knight is like, then what do we do now? Has this all been for nothing? But, like, nothing has happened yet. All they've done is set the borders and go home.
Right. They don't know how the antagonists are going to react. But clearly everyone thinks they're going to ignore them.
Yeah, which, I mean, they are, so... yeah. And then Brambleclaw's like, no.
And then, yeah, this passage, it just says, so right, Knight says, has all this been for nothing? We get, no. Brambleclaw rose to his paws and spoke commandingly, his head and tail high. Lionpaw's pelt felt warm with pride that this noble cat was his father. And all he said
Anybody
was no
can
at
stand
this
up and say no.
He just said no. Why is he described in this way? I guess I'm not really much of a Bramblestar fan.
No, yeah. No.
No. And then he goes on to say something else.
Who cares about that? That's so funny.
So they have their meeting here.
Yeah. And they're gonna go politely ask them to respect the border. Mm-hmm.
That's their plan. Here's the question, where Pebble's saying, do you think these trespassers know about StarClan or the tribe of endless hunting?
Yeah, I mean, like, they definitely don't. But then what does happen to rogues and, loners and kitty pets when they die? Where do they go?
Right. Well, kitty pets probably go to wherever their two legs are.
I thought I thought pets didn't go to heaven according to Christians.
But their two legs. What is heaven without cats?
Purgatory, yeah.
Boring. Purgatory.
Except not, because there's no cats.
Rogues, loners.
Mm.
Where do they go?
Oh, that's an aside. So is there anything else other than rogues and loners and kitty pets? Is there any other classification of cat?
Well, loner is just the cat who lives by themselves, and rogues are pretty much any other group of cats, right?
I guess can a single cat be a rogue if they're just hostile? I don't even know.
I don't know. Rogue is like such a funny word
Yeah.
for this. Like those cats went rogue. What?
Yeah. That's why I always, for some
I
reason,
don't
thought
know.
like a rogue is just a rude alone cat, not in a clan, and a loner is just like a polite
Right.
cat. Okay, so I guess a bunch of cats are like going to the antagonists now.
They're gonna tell them about the borders and explain everything, and then everything will be fine.
Yeah, and then they're gonna go home and the book's over.
Mm-hmm. But, really, I don't know why it wouldn't work.
I don't either. It's so reasonable.
Yeah.
So they get to a certain point. I don't know where exactly, and there's intruder scent. Tawny Pelt meowed when they arrived, which is funny. Like she says that walking to their home. Like yeah, there's gonna be intruder scent,
Yeah. I guess they don't know exactly where their home is.
which also seems weird to me. Yeah.
Yeah. How can you not know where your neighbor lives?
Yeah. Okay, and then they lose the scent, then they find it again. Nobody made notes over here because it's boring.
Yeah. But Hollypaw found it. Apparently, she always brings back the most prey, her nose.
Yeah.
Well, just wait till Dovepaw shows up,
Yeah, just wait.
and she won't be catching the most prey.
Yeah. I just started reading A Vision of Shadows. All I read so far is the prologue, and I was reminded that Dove Wing and Lion Blaze and Jay Feather lost their powers.
Isn't that? Is that? Wow. Did
That would
Jay
be
Feather
so
too?
frustrating. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
did.
Serves them right. Now they can just be regular cats like everyone else. See how it feels to be Hollyleaf.
Yeah. I mean, that would mean being dead.
Well, that's not what I meant.
Yeah. Especially if I was Dovewing, though. Like, imagine all of your life being able to see and hear and stuff from like super distances, and now you can't do that.
Yeah.
It would feel like a handicap.
It would feel like that. Anyway, they go there. They see the cats.
Yeah. Then they're there.
They're not looking great. They look like the mountain is not treating them well.
Yeah.
And then at first it seems like it's going okay.
Until they talk about the borders, and then there's outraged yowling.
Yeah. Because Crag says the mountains are big enough to support every cat, but we need to divide up the territory so that we have an equal chance at prey. Okay, fine. And then Stripes says, go on. Oh no. A Silver Tom says, go on. And then Crag says, we've marked borders. And that's when the outrage yowling happens.
Yeah. I feel like marking borders was already implied by the whole dividing up the mountain thing.
It is implied.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It
matter.
was Stripes also who said that. I think Stripes is the Silver Tom.
Oh yeah. Whoops. Yeah, he is the Silver Tom. He's the cat who's gonna save the tribe from the mountain.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's silver.
He's the prophesied cat.
Anyway, Stripes says this is about life or death. If necessary, our life and your death. I love this line.
Yeah, what a great way to close out the chapter.
But one more note is that Stormfur and Brooke have not been a big part of this book since the middle, which is kind of weird.
I didn't even realize that.
I don't know why, but I thought I'd mention it.
Yeah, there's so much about them, like up until when they got back to the tribe and were supposedly dead and all that stuff, and then it's just been nothing, no conflict about that.
Yeah, so that's pretty weird.
I don't even remember. They end up staying, don't they? Like at the end of this book.
They must.
Yeah. All right. Wow, we actually spent a long time talking about that chapter.
Yeah, I had more notes than usual.
Let's do another one.
How about chapter 27?
Good choice.
Well, the antagonists totally ignore the border, so the tribe takes a vote and decides whether to fight them or to find a new home. They choose the battle and get ready to go, but not before J-Paw gives his siblings a warning. They must come back, he says.
What a valuable warning. Okay. Wiki summary. Hollypaw's point of view.
Hollypaw is horrified to see the intruders have no code to follow. She gathers the two beasts together in case a fight were to happen.
Brambleclaw stops Crag and the others from battling and leads them away.
Before they make it back to the cave, Brambleclaw scents the intruders on the tribe's territory. He leads them over to the intruders, yowling fiercely.
Startled, the intruders run off, hissing threats.
Pawedcats are astonished and disappointed to hear about what happened. Are they astonished? Brambleclaw tells them that the only thing left to do is fight them and defeat them once and for all.
Stoneteller refuses, but then decides that the tribe will choose what they want to do. He tells them to either fight or flee.
The tribe slowly divides into two groups. More cats choose to fight rather than flee.
Stoneteller allows them to fight, though is confident that they will be destroyed.
Brambleclaw gathers the cats together. Brambleclaw gathers the cats together. I don't know why it's so fun to laugh at grammar mistakes. Tells them they will strike tonight under the full moon.
Before they leave, J-Paw stops Lionpaw and Hollypaw. He tells them that they must come back.
That's what I said in my summary.
Yeah.
So we start off Hollypaw being astonished at the antagonist's lack of code, I guess. Because they're gonna kill the tribe. Guess, because of the if necessary our life and your death whole thing. They haven't any code at all, she gasped, turning to her brother. Even the tribe understands about duty and being fair. Even the tribe!
Even these savage peoples, the tribe, they have a code.
Why does she think like that?
It's just, racism. It permeates throughout society.
I can think of no other reason for her to say even the tribe.
Yeah. Also, we've been getting a lot of this, stuff from Hollypaw about, Stripes says something that is not really new information. This just confirms what everybody's always thought of these intruders. And then she's, horrified.
Yeah, this is to be expected.
Yeah.
And she's, thinking about how horrible it is, wondering if StarClan could even hear her under these strange skies. Which struck me as a little weird to think strange skies, which I guess StarClan and the tribe of Endless Hunting are they have different territories in the sky. But for people, the sky is kind of the only thing that's constant no matter where you are in the world. You see the same stars and the same moon and stuff. But
yeah, I guess it is an expression, but it is funny. Everything is different except for the sky.
Yeah. Although I
mean,
guess...
it's just a few miles away, probably. It's definitely the same sky.
Okay, there's definitely the same sky. I mean, Northern Lights, I guess, is different, or maybe places where it's light for all day or dark all night.
Yeah, and I'm not a cosmetologist, so I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how things differ, but
pretty much
yeah,
that's kind of weird. People do say that. Strange skies.
Yeah. So it looks like they're like all bristling and stuff. They're all probably very puffed up. I wish I could see that.
So cute when they're puffed up like that.
Yeah.
But it's not the right time for a fight because there's more of them than they are of tribe and clan people, cats.
Yeah.
So they leave. They say, "We will defend our borders. It's your choice if you cross them."
Brambleclaw says that.
Kind of weird for him to say, "We will defend our borders," as if he owns the place.
Yeah, he's been there for like 2 days.
Anyway, just noticing, like, every time Brambleclaw says something like that, it annoys me.
It's very annoying, yeah. And even Stripes says, "We'll bear that in mind, not forgetting that some of you don't belong here."
Yeah, they're just gonna go home. Which I guess we've already wondered, like, why don't they just attack the tribe once they've left?
Looks like
You never know.
you have a tribe name in mind for Flick, or a couple.
Yeah, so I think it would be a really good idea for these antagonists to join the tribe because they live on the mountain. They could learn better ways of living on the mountain, and then they wouldn't be fighting all the time.
Great idea.
And their names already sound like tribe names, like Flick. I was thinking could be short for Flick of Beetle from Pelt, maybe Flick of Light on Water.
Or Flick of Dog Tick from Pelt.
Okay. If you want.
Yeah.
So, it's a possibility.
It works a lot better than, Stormfur, whose name of the tribe is just Stormfur.
Like, what? Stormfur? That doesn't even sound like
preposterous.
A tribe name. Well, anyway, they leave. They go. What is this? So they go back. Lionpaw thinking.
Yeah. The warrior code has failed, she thought. She had built her life on it, and now she felt as though she had stepped off a precipice and was plummeting down into darkness. Even the tribe doesn't really understand it.
What is all this even the tribe again?
And, they don't live by the code. The code is for the clans. Why would they have the code? It hasn't failed. It's not even applying to them. Yeah.
Code has no business on the mountain.
The code is only about the 4 clans.
Well, that's part of Lionpaw's character, I guess. She's really obsessed with the warrior code.
She's a lot more interesting and likable in the last book in this arc and then onward.
Yeah. Oh, I just read Hollyleaf's story. It had some funny parts to it, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll do that next. Who knows? We need to pick something else to do at some point.
I'd love to talk about it. We could do a quicker version because I know exactly the points that I want to talk about.
Yeah. I guess maybe next episode we'll talk about what we're doing next.
Okay, so they catch prey. The antagonists cross the border and catch prey immediately, really. Pretty much. Even the next day? I don't know.
No, they're just walking back from their meeting, and then they smell intruder scent across the border, on the tribe side of the border. And they're all affronted.
Why are they surprised? But yeah, immediately they catch the prey and leave.
Yeah, so my theory is that these are different cats. These specific intruders weren't at the meeting. Because, the clan and tribe cats are leaving.
Flick.
They're just going right back to the cave. Did cats just, leave? Did intruder cats leave the meeting and then just, run ahead of them and just start hunting?
Well, maybe, because there's Flick.
Oh, there is Flick.
We just heard about
Flick. That was fast.
Which is really weird. Like, that's a weird thing for them to do, to just end the meeting and then walk in the same direction.
They must have, like, ran.
I don't even know how, like, what was the clan and tribe cats just, like, going really slowly or something?
Maybe.
Anyway. We get some lines from Flick, because they're like, why did you cross the scent marks? Flick's like, oh, the scent marks. I'm frightened out of my fur. What are you going to do now? Set stronger marks?
That actually is pretty frightening.
Yeah, imagine, like, having really good sense of smell, and you're just walking, and then you're hit by, like, a wall of, like, disgusting cat smell.
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong sign that you're not welcome.
Mm-hmm. And instinctually, you'd want to, like, not go there.
Yeah, cats have, like, this is how cats are.
Yeah.
So yeah, the intruders crossed the border as soon as our backs were turned.
I guess they did, yeah. Guess it was the same.
It is really weird. That's true. Why is Flick the same cat?
Yeah, I really thought it must have been, like, a different group of cats, but I guess not, unless there's two Flicks.
There's Flick of Beetle from Fur and Flick of Light on Water.
Sure.
So they get back, all the cats are around the cave area.
Yeah, and I love how Brambleclaw immediately just says, no, the battle is not over. There are no borders.
Yeah. But the intruders are not paying any attention. So don't count, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
They can't do that, some cat exclaimed.
Yeah. That's really funny, actually. They can't do that.
They walked over it.
Yeah.
So Brambleclaw's being all loud, having a commanding voice again.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one thing left to do. Oh no, he does dip his head respectfully to the old cat, so that's something.
That is something.
He says we must take the battle to the trespassers and defeat them once and for all.
What a great novel idea.
Novel?
Like the coronavirus.
You can't use novel for anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I love how his idea now is just, do the same thing that they had already tried. But then at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's the thing to do.
Yeah, it's either that or, as the vote thing is,
leave.
Run away.
Yeah.
I mean,
or what if you just don't do either of the
idea.
things? I don't know. Like, what would happen?
What happens if you just wait?
Maybe they'll starve?
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe they'd starve.
But they did say the intruders aren't doing too well, so maybe they would leave at some point.
I don't know. I think the intruders liked it there.
Yeah.
Or liked it enough to willing to have fights all the time with the tribe.
Yeah, that's true.
Weird. That's not like... I guess cats are different from people, but I'd rather live somewhere a little bit warmer and softer.
Mm-hmm. So, Brambleclaw is trying to say, like, this time is going to be different. Your cats have been training to fight, and this time they will fight with a clear purpose, to defend their territory instead of trying to drive out the intruders. So I have a couple issues with all this here. Your cats have been trained to fight for like 2 days. And their clear purpose now is supposedly to defend the territory, whereas before it was, I guess, an unclear purpose of trying to drive out the intruders? Like, that is a clear purpose, and they're basically the same purpose.
Yeah, the only difference is the mindset has changed to have the whole border system that Brambleclaw is bringing in.
Yeah.
But the goal is the same, to stop the other cats from stealing their prey.
Yep, that's exactly the same.
Okay, so Stoneteller decides that they're gonna vote.
Yeah, we got some democracy here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nicer than the clan system, actually.
Yeah, the clan is so totalitarian.
For real.
I mean, what? The leader's word is law? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't want to live in that society.
There's so much, like, nationalism, too. Like, clans all think they're the best.
Yeah, jingoism, even.
That.
It's like nationalism to a high degree. I don't know.
Okay. I learned something.
So then, yeah, they're gonna vote.
Even though Stoneteller doesn't think they should fight. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's good of him that he's gonna let them choose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I remember before they've used stones to vote.
Right.
Like other objects. Now they're just using their bodies.
I guess that makes it a little easier.
Yeah. Stoneteller does say, like, I want you to choose what we should do, etc. The tribe of endless hunting does not want me to influence your decision. And then J-Paw furiously mutters, I bet they don't.
He says, what do you mean?
Yeah. Don't you get it? Stoneteller can say what he likes about the tribe of endless hunting. Who's to know any different?
Well, true. Because
Yeah.
he's the only one who can interpret the moonlight on the water or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's how they communicate.
But as we know, the tribe of endless hunting doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, they've totally checked out.
So good for Stoneteller making a decision. By letting his clan make a decision.
Yeah. Pollypaw is, of course, alarmed by this. No clan cat would dare tell lies about StarClan. How could it be so different for the tribe?
Well, I don't know if it's quite like that.
Yeah. And remember when Hawkfrost told a lie about StarClan?
Oh no! Yeah, he faked Hawkwing's sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hawkfrost. Well, he was evil though. He went to the Dark Forest, just like Frecklewish.
Yeah. They're about equally as evil. They both should go to the same place.
Frecklewish may not have killed anyone directly. She sure was mourning the loss of her beloved brother.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Anyway, then they do the voting. They're like choosing, these cats walk over here, these cats walk over here.
Yeah. I found it ironic. So, Swoop, what should we do? I can't fight while I'm suckling my kits. But they can't flee. Their eyes are barely open. And I won't leave them. Don't worry, Flight, the other she-cat meowed soothingly.
It's
just an ironic
that she would
name.
run away.
Yeah.
Flight from Scary Cats.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of like, here is Talon saying, choose to fight. Like, just kind of telling someone else how to vote. Like, I don't know how I feel about that, but
yeah, I mean, I guess you should be able to state your case and make arguments in favor of one side or another.
Yeah. Just as long as it's still each cat's own decision.
Yeah. Shouldn't be trying to abuse your influence over other cats.
Yeah. I think Flight probably would have chose fight in anyway.
Yeah.
Her kids can't move.
Yeah.
What do you think? How would you vote in this?
I don't know. I mean, if I was not a tribe cat, I'd probably vote to leave. But if it was my home, I think I would vote to fight, especially with the additional clan cats there.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, just like as an outsider, it makes sense. Like, well, why would you want to fight for this bad place? Frankly,
Hmm.
but if you live there, like, it's your home. So,
Yeah.
are you really gonna find a better place? Cats live
Yeah.
all over the world. Like, anywhere that is habitable for a cat, there's already a cat.
Yeah, true. And they have survived there for at least years.
Yeah, eating all the eagles.
Yeah, which that is really weird also.
Eagles are huge.
Hmm. Okay, so they choose to fight. Stoneteller was not expecting that, apparently.
Yeah.
And he's not happy about it.
Oh. He says, so be it, and may you sleep well at night, Clan Cat. This battle will destroy my tribe. That is not encouraging.
He goes into his room and slams the door.
He goes back to his cave.
Yeah. And then once he does that, Brambleclaw's like, "You're right, time to get ready." Just like taking over as the leader. We must strike at once. And it's the full moon, so it's Hollypaw feels like it's kind of sacrilegious towards StarClan.
Yeah, true. We're gonna
Hmm.
be doing all these fighting things when.
Yeah.
But the other cats are not in the mood for a truce.
So I guess they're not like just going out to fight right away though. They're like preparing a little bit more, like doing a little bit more battle training, making a strategy, preparing healing herbs.
Yep. Oh, that's good. We gotta prepare anyway.
Yep. And then J-Paw like tries to gather Hollypaw and Lionpaw to tell them something.
Something important.
He says that you have to take care and that StarClan isn't there to watch over you.
Hollypaw says we have the tribe of endless hunting.
Hmm.
And he
J-Paw says,
says,
"Oh no, the tribe of endless hunting has given up. They won't lift a claw to help you."
how can he possibly know that? Hollypaw wondered.
And then J-Paw continues like, "You must come back whatever happens. It's more important than you realize." And yeah, Lionpaw's like, "We're not going to run away, you know."
Yeah. I mean, J-Paw's acting a little weird here.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
They're not gonna try to get hurt in the battle or anything.
yeah, what's he going to say that's going to change what they do?
Well,
Hmm.
I guess he just wanted to say it for our benefit.
Yeah.
So there they are, and then they hear Hollypaw, Lionpaw. His Brambleclaw was waiting, his tail twitching. Coming, she called. Oh, that's just Dad calling his children in for supper.
It does remind one of that. Except instead of supper, they're going to ingest probably a little bit of cat fur and blood and skin.
No fighting at the dinner table. And we end with J-Paw saying, "You must come back."
Yeah. He didn't get to tell them about the prophecy.
He will, don't worry.
Yeah, he will.
Oh, that's it. That was the 2 chapters.
Yeah, I didn't realize how like the final battle with the intruders happens in the last couple chapters.
Yeah, they really take their time with the beginning and middle of the book.
They do, yes.
These weren't boring chapters. I thought they were much easier to get through.
Yeah, totally. It's not like it was a drag to read them.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part?
Oh, my favorite part. I really should think about this, like, while I'm reading.
Yeah, I know how you feel. My favorite part was the scent marking stuff.
Oh gosh, I hated that. I like my new theory of and giving the antagonist tribe names.
Yeah, that's very meta.
Can't remember what happened in these chapters.
I think once again my least favorite was the colonization and racism.
Yeah. Just a little weird.
Yeah, like they just keeps going.
That's
So
how
much
it
of it.
is. It's like
Yeah.
ingrained in everything.
Yep. And like they don't even realize that they're being horribly offensive.
Yeah.
And like why did the writers write it like that?
Yeah, you can make up anything. You can write anything that you want. Presumably. I don't know what their rules are actually. Or if somebody else makes the outlines or something.
Yeah, well, someday we really have to do the deep dive into working partners.
Yeah, figure out how it's all done.
Yeah.
But still, somebody decided it was a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like either don't write discrimination into the story or,
Acknowledge
actually
it.
address it. Yeah. Don't just uncritically display it. Because then people are going to read it and,
It's just gonna ingrain it even more.
yeah. I mean, and that's definitely something like when I was younger reading it, I didn't pick up on any of that stuff. Like, I
Yeah,
didn't think
certainly.
anything of it.
I just thought oh, these cats. Yeah, they're kind of like Native Americans.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was it.
hmm And I remember being annoyed that they like kept going back to the tribe. Like I
Yeah.
remember not really liking this book that much.
Yep, me too.
Mm. Okay, well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.